So, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Can you come and recite some surah? Yes, please. Bar Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم أفوض أمري إلى الله والله بصير بالعباد الحمد والثناء لله رب العالمين اللهم إني وجهت وجهي للذي فطر السماوات والأرض حنيفا مسلما وما أنا من المشركين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين صلوات اللهم صل. Okay, brothers and sisters, welcome to the Ziyarat class. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and give us strength and tawfiq to perform our ziyarat the way He will be pleased. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have our imams as our shafi' on the judgment day, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So today we want to achieve some of the goals. The first and foremost goal we want to achieve is all of us want to be same page in terms of logistics, in terms of the schedule, in terms of some of the challenges we're going to face, in terms of the other areas. So it's good to be in same page. If we are in same page, we can have a better, inshallah, outcome. The second point we want to achieve is some of the, inshallah, practical tips for the ziyarats. And third thing we want to achieve today is some of the, inshallah, spiritual and educational tips and also resources you'll receive. And with that, inshallah, we can have a better outcome of this ziyarat, inshallah. And also, I'm open for any Q&A if you have, inshallah. With that, I would like to start the Hajj class. I believe that's online, right? Those who are not attending, they can receive this Hajj class, right? Okay, alhamdulillah. So sister, can you go next slide? Okay, so basically, if you remember previously, we used to announce Sabah Ziyarat group. And then we changed it to the Bay Area Ziyarat group. The reason we changed it to Bay Area Ziyarat group is we feel that the ziyarat is not belong to any center or anything, and inshallah want to include other centers also. That's why, alhamdulillah, we announce from all other centers also. So inshallah they can join us. That's why no more Sabah Ziyarat group. Rather, we want to have a Bay Area Ziyarat group. So inshallah we can include other groups also in our Ziyarat group, inshallah. That's one thing. Second, inshallah, is this ziyarat is for Iran and Iraq. 6 imam in Iraq and 1 imam in Iran. So inshallah, want to cover both countries. I know that lots of questions about security, safety, whether we can go and visit or not. I'm going to, inshallah, go one by one, so all of us, we can be in same page, inshallah. So the first thing I want to proudly announce that, like 3 years back, we started Iraq Ziyarat book. It's first in its kind, illustrated Ziyarat book. And when we started 3 years back, it was lots of mistakes, lots of areas to challenge, the challenges and areas to work and so on and so forth. But over the time, with the great input of the Zaireen, we able to build this beautiful Ziyarat book for Iraq. Now, this is one of the most popular book for all the Zaireen, those who are familiar with English. Maybe they have a lots of sources in Farsi, Arabic, or even in Urdu, but even these types of book with all these content and with great pictures, illustrations, everything, even it's barely to find in Urdu. Alhamdulillah. So that's why lots of people, they ask us to translate in Urdu. We said no problem. So this, I'm proud that Alhamdulillah, we have a great team, Al-Qissa team, and also with Zaireen, we're able to. Now, Alhamdulillah, thousands of people, we printed a couple of thousands, all of that ran out of the stock right now. We don't have any extra books here, and whether in Australia or Canada or Europe or here, and also we are trying to even print in India and Pakistan and African countries because they can benefit from that. The reason I'm telling you this thing is 3 years of great services and input from the Zaireen, especially our own Zaireen, where we started piloting that, we came up with this. And just imagine that those who are part of this, they will receiving reward constantly. Now this year we started this Iran book, Alhamdulillah. And this Iran book, this is the first pilot book. This is not for sale. We are not promoting at this time. We want to see how it works for us. And when we see that this is good, one of the unique points for the Qissa and what we're doing is we want to pilot here and see how it works. If there is any weeds, if there is any problems, challenges, we can take care of that. So this is an amazing strategy. We don't want to just invest in area. Later on you find out that, oh, there's lots of problems, this and that. No, we want to start that way. So this will be the first in its kind book. And 2 more books are coming. One is for Hajj and Umrah. Although we have Hajj and Umrah, but not to this extent. The fourth book is about Syria. Inshallah, when we have a Syrian Ziyarat, we can. But now, this Iran book is ready. The reason I want to bring here, I want to highlight that is, I am expecting, or we expecting from you guys to go over this book and see how beneficial this book for you. Mistakes, I'm sure lots of mistakes in it. Lots of challenges. It doesn't make any sense. From grammatical mistake to the content, to the pictures, to the instruction, whatever you feel, you find something is not working, please make a note and let us know. If you are coming to me, for example, Alize comes to, for example, Mashhad, man, this horrible book, I don't get that. I will say, thank you, Sister Alize, may Allah bless you, but please write it down. Why? Because if you write it down, I can remember. If people, they go to Sister Sabika, me, or anyone, okay, this book has this problem. I know, by the way, because one of the problems with Khurshid Bhai, he used to say that I'm not Masoom. If I'm Masoom, I get all the knowledge. But I'm not Masoom, right? So since I'm not Masoom, whatever you say, it will go away, except you document that. Once you document that, it will be a great help for all of us. Therefore, I'm expecting from all of you, especially your children, to take this your top consideration from now, because we want to go first Iran and then Iraq, top consideration, and especially our youth, children, please make sure that write it down. Whether content-wise, you don't understand this one is a high, it will be very, whatever, we want to take care of that, and inshallah want to have that. So this is a very important point to inshallah have a better future, inshallah. So everyone today, you're going to receive your passport if you haven't got. And make sure that see your visa, your itinerary, ticket. The ticket is only you're going to get from San Francisco to Istanbul, from Istanbul to Tehran, and coming back from Najaf to Istanbul, Istanbul to San Francisco. This ticket we are going to get it, itinerary from Hassan Mirza. But internal flights from Tehran to Mashhad, Mashhad to Baghdad, we will give you there, not here, because that's the responsibility of agent. So you're going to get your passport. You're going to get your the itinerary, ticket, and also you're going to get each one, this book. Let's say, for example, if your family of 5 people and you don't need 5, that's okay, no problem. Let us know, so inshallah we can give to other people. But if you think that having all 5 members, each one in the book, will help, especially for us to give us your feedback, please do so. Because this is a pilot book and want to have everyone. And also everyone will receive this Iraq book, which is pretty much, alhamdulillah, this is third or fourth time we printed after lots of changes. And I believe that this is one of the best books, but it still is lots of mistakes and area to improve. And we are open to receive any types of feedback from you guys. And also you're going to receive this one to keep your passport, and most importantly, this one has your name on it and also has the contact phone number in Iran and Iraq, right? For example, in Iran and Iraq, if you lost somewhere something, if you give to anyone, they will, inshallah, locate that this is good. And also the back of that, you're going to see that the name of the hotels in Qom, in Mashhad, in Kazimiya, in Karbala, and Najaf. You have the name of the hotels, telephone number of the hotels, and also your name. We recommend that with this, have a passport photocopy of you to put it here. So having passport photocopy with the visa of Iran, Iraq. So you're going to have 3 copies, 1 your passport photocopy, 1 visa of Iran copy, and visa of Iraq copy if you put it. If you have, for example, green card, like me, I have an Indian passport and green card. If you have a green card, have a copy of green card also. And if you have 2 passports, some of the people, they have an Iran passport and Iraq, the American passport. Or, if, like for example, if you have a Pakistan passport and American passport, you don't need to have a Pakistan passport copy because you're not using in this trip. But if you have an Iranian passport or Iraqi passport with American passport, we suggest that have a copy of your Iran or Iraq passport with American passport copy. So if you have that, it's good. So you're going to avoid lots of unnecessary things. Then also we recommend that please keep this with all the time with you. Like what I do is I put it like that, and I can keep this one. That's not a problem. And sometimes I don't want to keep this one like this in your pocket or in your whatever. That's not a problem. Please keep this with you as good, inshallah. So Hassan bhai, any other thing you're giving today beside this? I thought that you're going to give us $1 million check also. Good. Okay, please say the salawat. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go through the logistics of that. So I want to make sure that we are on the same page. And also, thank you, sister. Today we want to make sure that since we are close to 60 plus people, and although Brother Abbas Rangwala, he was insisting that we need to have only 1 bus, so we can have all of us, and maybe, mashallah, 3-4 people squeeze in one seat. But we find out that that's not a good strategy. I'm sorry, Brother Abbas Bhai. So we forced to have 2 buses, right? And since we have 2 buses, so we have to divide. Our main strategy this year is to have more organizing, right? Once we have more organizing group, we can have a better result. Inshallah, I'm going to find out for 2 buses, we need 1 male leader, 1 female leader for both. So inshallah, we can have them to take care of the counting and so on and so forth. Is better. So what we want to do is we're going to give you, along with this, the color. We have 2 different color. Even for your baggage. If you have a baggage, we have that, please. So like bus 1 and bus 2. And also, alhamdulillah, we have Sheikh Sayyid Hadi Yasin with us. And he's going to be, inshallah, joining us in Qom. So he will lead 1 bus and I will be in 1 bus. So bus 1 always I will be, and bus 2 always Brother Sayyid Hadi Yasin. We try to divide families based on the children. For example, if all the sisters or all the younger children there, we want to put it in 1 bus, and all the, for example, boys in 1 bus, so we don't want to have that, okay, they want to jump from this bus to that. But we tried. But if you feel that is not fitting, let us know now so we can change that. So these are the 2 color of the buses, and also even this one. This one has to go with your handbag and your luggage bag. If you're bus number 1, take it, this one, and put it in your handbag and luggage bag. If you're bus 2, this one. That way we can avoid extra hassle there. So we know that, for example, if any bag is missing, instead of going, whose this bag is, if you know that, for example, this color, we automatically place that bag in bus number 2, if this one in bus number 1, so to avoid unnecessary delay. Clear? Alhamdulillah. And also I'd like to thank some of you. I'm following, not exactly, but sometimes when I scroll that, mashallah, the tips you're sending to bring more awareness to each other is good. And alhamdulillah, it will be helpful. And inshallah, please follow that, whether the health trip or time-wise or management of time and helping others and so on and so forth. I can go over some of the points, inshallah, as we go. And also sisters, they will get with that, I think for the brothers also, right? Or the only sisters, this one? Only sisters. They will get this one. Regardless of they are in bus number 1 or bus number 2, all the sisters, they can have this one. And the travel agent, he suggested that you put it on top of your, for example, chador or whatever you have. So with this, you can have a unified group, which is good. This is also from Brother Ali Asadi, and he's asking for us to take care of that, inshallah. And make sure that, as we mentioned, these are the things, and we want to be more clear that, inshallah, some of the logistic is your handbag. Can you go to the next slide? Okay, so let's deal with this schedule. I'm sure that you got this schedule. I would like to mention one point clearly, that alhamdulillah now, as if now we're talking, in Iran there is no problem at all. In Iraq, there is some challenges here there, but we are constantly in touch with the people, those who are on ground. and they're saying that it's not going to be any problem. So we are hoping to have our Ziyarat trip the way we manage, and this is the schedule, right? And we are not expecting any big changes, except if there is loss of mahalla, if things got changed, we don't know. So that's why I want to make sure that all of us, we are on the same page, and we are trying, we got the tickets, and we are constantly in touch with the people there in ground. So this is our schedule, right? Inshallah, December 19th, we are leaving, which is Thursday, coming Thursday. We're leaving from San Francisco. The flight time is 6 p.m. Make sure that, sisters, brothers, 3 hours before the flight time, you will be there. And inshallah, one of the brother will be standing there. If you check in, no problem. Just you check in and inform the brother. He will count, and then inshallah, you can go. That's not a problem. Don't wait there. Alhamdulillah, you're ahead of other people. Just check in and try to go in. That's not a problem. Just inform us. And also, we have a Ziyarat WhatsApp group, and just make sure that you communicate with us better. It's not going to be a problem. Then we're going to be, inshallah, in Tehran, 21st, which is 20th night, 21st morning, 12:50 a.m. In Turkey, we're going to be only in 2-3 hours. It's not going to be long delay, so which is good. So once we reach to Tehran airport, from Tehran airport, we are not expecting long delay, but sometimes that happens. So 3 hours of all the immigrations, your baggage, everything we'll take and we place in the buses. And we are hoping that before 5 a.m., Fajr prayer will be in Qum. And we're going to stay in Qum, Hotel Bain al-Milali, or International Hotel, which is very close to Haram, inshallah. And we can stay there, spend the time. And then 23rd, we're going to go to, inshallah, Mashhads. In details, I'm going to talk and discuss what we are doing in Qum and so on and so forth. In Mashhad, inshallah, we're going to spend there. On the way to Mashhad, we're going to spend a day or half a day in Tehran to take care of the Shah Abdul Azib and Behesht Zahra and few other ziyarat if we have a time. And then, inshallah, we go and spend the time in Mashhad. And from Mashhad, from Tehran to Mashhad, we're going to fly because it's a long distance and we cannot take the bus. It's going to take 16 hours, or the train, same thing with all this caravan. We go with the flight. From Mashhad to Baghdad, this is our schedule at this time. We fly from Mashhad to Baghdad, and we're going to spend in Baghdad, Kadhimiya, which is a suburb of Baghdad, 2 nights this time. It's an amazing arrangement. I'm going to elaborate about that. Then from there, inshallah, we go to Samra and Kadhimiya, take care of that, and then we go to Karbala. And in Karbala, we're going to spend 4 days. Then we don't need to go out of the Karbala because we take care of the ziyarat of the Kadhimiya and Samra. And then from there, we go to Najaf, and we spend in Najaf 3 days. And after that, inshallah, on the 5th of January 2020 morning, we leave to San Francisco, Istanbul, from Najaf to Istanbul, and from Istanbul to, inshallah, San Francisco. Will be arriving here with help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, around 4 p.m. The same day, Sunday. So this is our general schedule, right? Can you go next? Right. Okay, so Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. MashaAllah, please say the salawats. So Haja Farpur, he is the youngest Zair, MashaAllah. And 90 years, MashaAllah, he will be with us. And by the way, he is more healthier than me, which is good, alhamdulillah. And he will be with us, alhamdulillah. Thank you, Haja. Jazakallah. Taqabbalallah, inshallah. So, as I mentioned, some of the general tips about the keeping your passport copy, I mentioned. And also, please, brothers and sisters, although you can use your credit card in Turkey and also in Iraq, but I don't suggest you to use in Iraq. In Iran, not at all. I would like to mention one clear point that last year, one of the brother, while he was in Iran, he paid his utility bill from Tehran, from his Bank of America to PG&E, and he was labeled to the one who break the sanction laws. Why? Because the transaction happened while he was in Iran. What is transaction? $150 bill, the bill of PG&E from Bank of America to PG&E, right? So that was very important that please don't try to use your credit card. In Iran, not at all. Iraq also is okay, but I suggest that don't use it. Okay? So in that case, obviously you need to bring some cash money. How much? If you want to buy a gift for Abidi, $1 billion, it's okay, no problem. But Alhamdulillah, your Ziyarat trip covered everything. It means the ticket, hotel, food, transportation, guide, and other things. What is not covered? Your personal gifts, your personal, for example, needs here or there. You want to give the charity to the people. You want to give the charity to the Atabat, Haram here or there. And you want to give to the Fuqara something as a sadaqah. Or you want to have, in case, for example, some changes happen. For example, last year, what happened is, upon our return from Tehran, our Turkish airline got, delayed. Because of the delay of Turkish airline from Tehran to Istanbul, we missed the flight from Istanbul to America. So then people, they stuck in Istanbul. So some of them, they came directly next day, 2 days later, 3 days later. Some of them, they got flight from Chicago, connecting flight from, Montreal, different places, whatever they have, because now we are peak time. It's a very peak time. And it's not that easy to, get a flight. And also, our group is big, 60 plus people. So you have a peak time, and our group is big. So it's difficult, right? So some people, they want to spend extra money here or there. So it's good to have at least, my suggestion is $500. If you're not buying a big thing here or there, it's okay. But as you want to bring more, that's up to you. But more than $10,000 if you want to carry, you need to declare. It's not illegal. It's not illegal because we are constantly checking with the authorities, the legal consultant. It's not illegal. However, it's a risk. You have to claim that I have $10,000, right? If you fail to claim, there is some consequences. I don't know what it is, but there is some consequences. So then our suggestion is, if you want to carry within, $10,000 is not a problem. Everyone entitled to carry that as legally is okay, right? So we suggest that have a $100 bill. And also the new one, because in Iraq and Iran, typically what happens is if you have an old one, then they will, it's kind of difficult challenge. Either you have to sell it to a cheaper price, or you have to go 2-3 different places. But if you have a new one, it's better. So get a new $100 bills is easy for you to carry. But don't carry lots of money in haram, because shaitan sometimes sitting in haram, not out of the haram, right? So lots of people, they lost their money, even in Mecca during Tawaf and in haram. And some people, when you go to Ziyarat, they will check, mashallah, they're expert, right? And they will, so that's why, so don't carry lots of money. And also don't carry with your, for example, valuable things here or there. Even if you lose your handbag, you should not be weeping and helpless. No, don't put all your eggs in one box, right? It's very important. And also, if you want to have a communication, mostly in Iraq and Iran both, we're going to, in the hotel, we're going to have a system. WhatsApp will work, our social media will work, internet, you get it, right? Some places difficult, it's not that speed, but mostly we know that it's going to be okay, right? But other places, you need to have own SIM card. In Iraq, if you have a T-Mobile or some other services, it'll work. But again, you need to check with your services which you are receiving, right? But if you want to get, it's sizably cheap. You can have a other device. If you have a uncoded one, if you have to decode that, you need to take care of that here. If not, you can either buy there or here. This is a kind of flip-flop phone also to communicate. That's also not a problem. In Iran, in Iraq, you can get it, inshallah. And also, as I mentioned, you need to carry your the Ziyarat book and pouches, and also not some places, most places in Iran and Iraq, they are not well, for example, established bathroom like here, right? Most of the bathrooms are different types of bathrooms. Even, for example, if you want to go to the handicap bathrooms, what you use here, they use there for handicapped people. So most of us, we train to be handicapped. And that's a true statement, right? We are spoiled and we handicap people there. So if you want to use, especially, you carry with you some of your hygienes and toilet papers and here, there. So especially napkins and these types of things you want to wipe around and so on and so forth. I mean, it's worth it. But in hotels, we try to have a good accommodations. In hotels, not a problem. But when you go to Ziyarat or, on the way between Samra or in Samra or in Haram, they don't have those facilities which you are aiming for. So then it's good to carry with you, inshallah. Some places, cell phones are not allowed. That's why you cannot have a big, even purses or bags. The small bags are small, for example, plastic bag to have your dua book, your glasses, your some hygienes here. There is not a problem, and you can carry there. That's not a problem, inshallah. So luggage, for luggage, as all of you know, I should travel. 2 bags for international is okay. You can carry 250 pounds, right, from here to San Francisco, from San Francisco to Tehran, and also coming back from the Najaf to San Francisco is not a problem. However, the domestic flights from Tehran to Mashhad and Mashhad to Baghdad, these 2 flights, only 1 bag, 30 kilo, which is 60 pounds, right? You can carry that, 60 pounds, not a problem, but not more than that. So that's why, if, for example, your family of 5, if you want to bring 10 bags, you have to scratch your head that, okay, then if I buy lots of things, what happens? You need to decide that, right? I'm sure that you are going to have less luggage. And also, every year, we have this problem. That is a Sabah's problem. You can call it, not Sabah's, Abid's problem. We have extra bag. Going here, coming back. What's the reason? Going here, maybe 5, 6 bags we have. What are those bags? The bags, mostly the Qisas books and other things. And that's not a problem. We can take care of that. But coming back, we have 10, 12 books. That's also mostly books for the research. And also the taklif celebration for the children's chadars, other things, we try to find other ways. We fail to get those here. So that's why. So if you have extra, for example, your family of 5 or 4, you have extra space, please let us know, inshallah. We can accommodate based on that. It's not like 100 bags, like maybe 5, like 10, 12 bags, we have extra bags. However, if a stranger comes to you, ask you that, I want you to take this bag from here, there, that's your duty, your responsibility. We are not responsible. Sometimes some people, they try to sell you that, okay, this is from Sabah. No, Sabah is, we know that what, bags and those types of things. You need to be very upfront, and you will be responsible for your own accepting anything from stranger or any other person, right? It's very important. I want to make sure that we understand. Beside the luggage bag, you can have a handbag. My suggestion to you is, in handbag, you can have everything what you need. One extra pair of clothes, your glasses, whatever. Even if you lost your luggage bag, you should not have any problem. So that's why I suggest that you need to take care of your, inshallah, luggage, one handbag. The other thing is, as I mentioned, please, this tag, put it and place that. So inshallah, what happens is, once we are in Tehran or the airport, it's very difficult to see each one's bag. So for example, we know that if these 2 colors are there, we know that this is our group. We can take it and we can put it. And we need support, inshallah. It's good to help each other, and especially our brothers, inshallah, always they're going to support, inshallah. Please, be helpful to each other, inshallah. Medicine also, I'm not expecting big changes, but still it's going to be cold there. Have some warm clothes, and also take care of your medicines, and especially if you have to bring your reading glasses, or you need to wear your glasses for the vision, or for example, any other medicine you have, please make sure that you have enough medicine for you. And beside that, some of the cold in here, alhamdulillah, we have Dr. Razia with us, and any other beside Sister Dr. Razia as a physician in our group. So Sister Razia, please, can you? So she will be here, inshallah, with us all the time, and alhamdulillah, she is a great help previously also, right now, especially if sisters, they have any question regarding any of the things they want to carry. Sister Razia, she's a great help, inshallah. And also for any sisters ahkam, Sister Sabika will be with us, and you can ask from Sister Sabika also, inshallah. So these are the few tips based on the suggestion from the physicians and also our experience. We put it here, inshallah. Clothes, as I mentioned, get warm clothes, but you don't need to bring, for example, all your closet. Bring whatever you can, inshallah, and see that, for example, I personally 7 to 8 sets of clothes I take, right? Especially, for example, some places you have the facility of washing, but it's not that easy. But you can give to the hotel a little bit, you have to spend a little more money. It's not a problem. So you don't need to rush everything. This year, the beauty of this year's Ziyarat trip is we go first Iran. In Iran, most of the gift items is like a zafaran, like, for example, tasbih, like a ring, and those types of things. Is not that weight. In Iraq, mashallah, you go to turba, dirt of Karbala, kafan, all of that's a heavy thing. So we find out that when you go to first Iraq, and then Iran, there's a lots of hassle. But if you go to first Iran and then Iraq, it's easier. And also lots of people, they want to bring, for example, their extra clothes to give away and distribute. That's your duty, and you have to take care of that. And yes, I know that Brother Nazar Turab, he's insisting that even for the medicine this year, because we're going first to Iran, make sure that if you want to distribute something Iraq, then you have to carry from here to Tehran, from Tehran to Qum, from Qum to Tehran, from Tehran to Mashhad, and from Mashhad to Baghdad, and from Baghdad to Karbala. So he's not going to be in Karbala, Baghdad. So that's why make sure that you have to carry 7, 8, 10 places, because Brother Nazar Tarawi said, mashallah, is doing good job. And he said that Qibla can. I said, brother, I personally cannot, because, and also I don't want to, promise you from our group, but that's their duty and responsibility. Basically, I want to make sure that sometimes you want to do sawab little bit, and because of this sawab, you're going to have more, kebab, more pain. So you have to decide what to do. That's up to you, right? Inshallah. And also, sometimes, like last year, we had some problem. One person was carrying lots of medicine for the orphan and the fuqara there, right? Even in the airport, they caught. There's type of difficulties arguing. So if you have lots of medicine you want to give away, distribute among 10, 12 people, right? So that's better instead of you carrying, for example, one full bag of medicine that's going to raise your flag, right? That's I want to make sure that all of us were on the same page. I don't want to put any ambiguities for you guys, right? Any questions so far? Please say the salawats. So, and also I said charity is good. Bring some cash to give the charity in different places. Don't spend everything for one person or one place. Again, that's up to you. But distribute, for example, for this haram, this haram, this haram. Whatever the charities is good. When you go there, you can have a better reward, inshallah, to distribute in different places, inshallah. So this is a general point. Can you go next slide? So, brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah, for now, we want to change the gear from logistic, which we talk and discuss, to the spirituality of the Ziyarat trip. Alhamdulillah, this Ziyarat trip which you're about to take off is not a normal trip. That's between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Ziyarats and Hajj trip is an exceptional, life-changing, great experience, full of blessings and full of mercies from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, prepare some of the difficulties during the Ziyarat trip. And also, take it from different perspective and have the best outcome throughout your Ziyarat trip. I'm sure that sometimes you have difficulties, challenges here, there, but in general, this is a Ziyarat trip, right? Lots of things out of hand, out of control. It's not between us and, for example, the agent. Basically, Brother the Hassan Mirza, who was the main coordinator from Sabah, this great gentleman, we have to pray, inshallah, next year he has to come with us. He's doing, sincere without any expectations, all these great services. May Allah bless him and his family. He has to take out his family time and all of that, communicate with the, all of that. So what we did basically is we have arranged with ticket agent here and tickets, local tickets, and also the Ali Asadi, because if we want to go with one person for all, the prices were higher. So then that's why in order to break the prices, what we did is we have a different arrangement for the tickets and different arrangement for the hotels and everything. So in general, we know that we got the ticket from one agent, and the other tickets we're going to assign there in Baghdad, the other tickets. But Haj Ali Asadi, he will be taking care of all the logistics and everything from airport to airport. He has to give us service, including transportations and food and hotels and everything. And anything you need, inshallah, he will going to have some people there in Iraq and Iran, both, and inshallah we can get benefit of the best ziyarat. In general, my point here is, brothers, sisters, the ziyarat is an amazing experience. Just imagine that if I want to go and visit, for example, one of you, just for a few minutes of driving, and I go to, for example, Agha's home, and I knock the door, and he gave me the coffee. I'm sure that he's not going to push me away, right? Even if I'm an evil person, still it's okay because you are guest. We are going to knock the door of Kareem ibn Kareem, Ahlul Baits, or Imam Rida, Ma'asum Qum, Imam Hussein, Abul Fadl Abbas. When we want to go and knock the door of these great peoples, do you think that they're going to push us away? No. It's very important that we are entering in the shadow of the mercy of the blessings of our imams. They will be with us and they will receive us. So each and every moment of your travel experience will be full of blessings, bounties, as amazing experience for all of us. Therefore, be prepared. Read some of the books, these 2 books which I mentioned here. When we went to Iran last year, we had no privilege of having this book. This year we have. And Iraq book. Have some, time to read these books. Take care of some of the spirituality of that. It's very important for us, inshallah. The reward of just going to ziyarat of our imams. For Imam Hussein, 70 Hajj. For Imam Rida alayhi salam, we have some hadith, 7 Hajj, 10 Hajj, 100 Hajj, more or less, or 1 Hajj Maqbool, all of that. So this reward has a purpose, right? It's not just a lip service, it's a purpose. So try to find out the purpose of that and want to have a life-changing. And also it's a good habit that if you want to make intention for your marhumin. For example, your marhumin, those who used to be with you, make intention that I want to have a ziyarah trip, because that wajib hajj, right? Wajib hajj, you can do only for one person. Either you or, but ziyarats, you can do for as many as you want. You can say, for example, this ziyarah trip is for example, for my father, my mother, my grandfather, whoever, you can. So you can include them also in this great reward. Some of the hadith we mentioned here. So inshallah, can you get the next slide, sister? Yes. Therefore, this is a very life-changing experience and it's not a normal trip. Therefore, some of the very important thing, you have to take care of that before you go to ziyarat and during the ziyarat trip. The first and foremost thing is you need to pray 2 rakat of the prayer of thank between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed upon you this ziyarat trip. And alhamdulillah, we deserve to have this ziyarat trip, alhamdulillah, and we got the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Although I don't feel that I deserve, but inshallah, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me this opportunity. It's very important. And also inform the family members, others, ask their pardon, forgiveness. And also between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, both the people and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is normally, everyone asks the same question that if I owe some money, can I go to ziyarat? Yes, with 2 conditions. One, if the person whom you owe the money, he gives you permission, or you give him back. Otherwise, it's difficult, right? It's haqqun nas. But if you have, for example, home loan, student loan, business loan, those types of things, that's not a problem because that's a routine. They have a system and you are going to be part of a system. That's, you don't have to worry about that, right? So between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, between you and people, is very important. And also one of the very important thing is, since this is not a normal trip, try to make spiritually also as clean as possible, paying the khums or writing a will. For example, if you have prayers, qaza fasting, you owe something here, they're having a will is very important, paying a khums, asking people if you owe any people any money for their, either you can get a time or forgive them, whatever. It's good to inform them, and also you can have some, inshallah, better result in general. Before you go, please, brothers and sisters, it's good that from now although I know that lots of you or all of you are doing that, it's good to walk. Try to walk every day 3, 4, 5 miles. It's good because you can have a better habit, because there sometimes some places you have to walk a lot. Although we try to get the closest hotel we can, because some hotels are closer, but because of the hygiene or because of other facilities, lack of facilities, we cannot. So the best hotel we could find very near to Haram, we got that, right? It's still some places like, for example, Mashhad, you have to walk. In Qadamiyah, you have to walk. In Qom, let's walk. In Najaf, let's walk. Even in Karbala, you have to walk. So sometimes you have to walk. Even, for example, if your hotel is very close to Haram, still from Imam Hussain to Abu Fadl Abbas and around, you have to walk a lot, right? So it's good to try to walk, and there is no extra clothing for you that, for example, you have to have this types of shoes, or like Hajj has lots of restrictions. Here there is no restrictions, right? You can have you comfortable. The only thing is the hijab. Some of the haram, most of the harams, they require you to wear the chador also, whether in Iraq and Iran. Some places is okay, but most of the places they require you to have the chador. For the brothers, it's not a problem, since we are going to be in winter season, so you have mashallah warm clothes. That's not a problem, inshallah. So these are the things that you need to take care of that before you go there. And on the day of leaving, it's good to have a ghusl and dedicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, pray 2 rakats, and inshallah you go to airport. So these are the few things, inshallah, we can have best outcome of the ziyarat. Yes. Namaz is shukr and istighfar. Istighfar is to dedicate ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ask His pardon, and shukr is want to thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us this opportunity, like prayer of subh, right? Any question so far? Okay, if this is the group I'm taking, mashallah, is a great, no questions, no comments. La ilaha illallah. Please add a salawats. Okay, so this is also, we mentioned some of these points. I don't know, I mean, I don't want to, go because we have only half an hour more. Shall I can do the next one? So first, Iran, mashallah. So once we go from here, airport, inshallah, again, in the airport, we try to be together, inshallah. And even if you want to be ahead, that's not a problem. The only thing is in Turkey airport, if sisters, brothers, if they have any restrictions for walking, we help each other. But please make sure that sign up for wheelchair ahead of the time from here, so they can arrange wheelchair. But sometimes even wheelchairs, they don't work because I don't know what are the system they have. The Turkey airport, this year we are going, is completely new airport. Before we used to go to the old airport, and now they built a good, great new airport. We are going to the new airport. I'm assuming, I haven't seen yet, I'm assuming that lots of good facilities, better than the previous one. But the previous one was a very big, and there were lots of work. What I'm hearing, the new airport has a better services and better things. Again, all of that is imagination. Once we go there, we can find out there, inshallah. So it's going to be a quite long walk. So you have to be on time and make sure that, like any other trip, you be quick and inshallah punctual for all your trips. Inshallah, once we arrive in Tehran airport, before you arrive in Tehran airport, if you want to go here, there, that's up to you. Again, we don't want to suggest that. But from Tehran airport till we come back to the Baghdad airport, please, please, please be together and follow the instruction. If you follow the instruction, you will avoid unnecessary delay. Sometimes even one, for example, small delay, sometimes it's a very sensitive. You have only one day to go to, for example, or not one, even half a day from Skazaman to Samra. We have to come back before night time because of the security and other things. If someone got lost or this and that, it's going to be a very big problem. That's why please try to be together and follow the instruction, inshallah, so we can have a best ziyarat trip, inshallah. So what we do is once we arrive in as I mentioned, it's going to be a morning and you have a long trip and we go for ziyarats. Few minutes is not a wajib, just mustahab ziyarat. And we come back and you want to have a breakfast and you want to take a rest, it's up to you. So that's why we don't want to schedule anything on the day we arrive, because last year what we did is we arrived, not last year, a couple of years back. So we arrange lots of activities the same day. People half asleep, they have no, energy in those times. That's why we want to make this trip as smooth as possible. Lots of times what happens, first day you arrive there, you have lots of energy, and your energy will be exhausted. And once you go to, for example, Karbala, you have no energy. That's why you want to maintain that and be on top of that, and don't pressure yourself too much. And also don't, be pessimistic that, oh, I'm going to have, no, inshallah, it's not a problem. And we're not going in jungle, we have only lions. No, alhamdulillah, we're going to the haram of imams, and like any other place, inshallah, you're going to have a good time, inshallah. So mostly, majority of the places, we're going to have 3 meals, and alhamdulillah, 3 meals also in the hotel, buffet type. And although I don't think that we can have a nahari and, some of the spicy, juicy fruit, but we have to stick with Iranian food and also Iraqi food. And some intercontinental food is good, alhamdulillah. You're going to, inshallah, enjoy. If you want to bring some of the achar or something, that's up to you, inshallah. It's not a problem, inshallah. But in general, we're going to have, inshallah, 3 meals, most of the places. It's not going to be any problem, inshallah. Once what we want to explore in Qum is Ushu Ahlul Bayt, the nest of the Ahlul Bayt. And the history of Iran is amazing. That's why I suggest that please read this book as inshallah we talk and discuss about the different places we visit and different things we can inshallah explore. But in general, Iran by itself is an amazing country, the heart of the Shia, heart of the Islam, heart of the ulama, the scholars, and so on and so forth. Qum is this hub and center for lots of things. And not only today, from the time of Ghaibat al-Sughra till today, the first the Shia masjid built in the history of Islam is in Qum, Masjid Imam Hasan Askari. And also we have amazing places to go and visit. But mainly we're going to focus in Haram and also Jamkaran. These are the 2 main things. And also the scholars, the ulama here. There are lots of places, inshallah. We try to accommodate as much as we can, but based on our schedule and time. Also, we don't want to pressure a lot, right? So we're going to stay there, right? Again, the reason we want to have 2 full days in Qum is once we arrive there, first day you can't count because you're sleepy, all of that. Second day and third day, and then next day, 23rd, we're leaving, inshallah, morning time. Morning time, once we finish, that's the lightest ziyarah I can say, because there's no imam there, Ma'asum. However, Ma'asum Qum, and a good experience for all of us. And what you can buy in Qum, mostly some of the gifts here there, but don't pressure yourself to buy lots of things, because I suggest that in Mashhad, lots of things to buy, and in Karbala or Najaf, Karbala and Najaf. So these are the 2 places, because Karbala and Najaf is the last place we go, and you can buy there most of the things, so you can have a lightweight. In Qum, there is nothing to worry about that. Everything you can buy in Qum, you can buy in Mashhad also. So once we go to, we finish the Qum ziyarats, we go to Tehran, and Tehran, we focus on Shah Abdul Azim. Shah Abdul Azim, we can inshallah talk and discuss about that once we go there. The amazing experience, and also the 2-3 other Imamzade there. We can inshallah visit there. That is, we're going to leave around 7:30, and in Tehran we reach around 9 o'clock or so, plus minus, and we take care of the ziyarat, and then we eat lunch there in Shah Abdul Azim, and after that we go to Tehran Mehrabad Airport. So from Mehrabad Airport we go to inshallah Mashhad. So those who are, like for example, we have lots of Iranian brothers and also sisters. If they want to go and visit their family members, I suggest that this is a good time. Not on the day we go from Qom to Tehran. A day before you have a time, you want to go and you want to visit your families, that's absolutely okay, because you're Iranian people, you know his language, and you have all of that, that's not a problem. But make sure that you need to be in the airport 2 hours before. What is the flight time? Flight time is 3:45 from Tehran to Mashhad. By purpose, we got that ticket because we cannot take it before and we cannot take after, because after is going to be too late, and before is going to be you're compromising the Ziyarat of Tehran. And also we don't want to go 2 times Tehran from Qom. It's going to be lots of hassle. So that's why we take that decision based on our experience. So we have to be in the airport 1 hour, 1.5 hours before, because large group. So then the timings, the moment of we pray Dhuhr and Asr prayer, we had a lunch, we go to inshallah airport, and from airport we're going to reach to Mashhad. In Mashhad we're going to be around 6 o'clock or so, and then once we go there we check in, and for the check-in also we have a list. We tried our best to accommodate, for example, we have a mostly 2-bedroom rooms, 3-bedroom rooms, and 4-bedroom rooms. We have barely 5 or 6, so that's why the family of 5 or 6 people, we try to accommodate 2 rooms next to each other. Sometimes, for example, some of you have a, mashallah, older kids, that's not a problem. They can be, for example, different floor, different way, because they can, but my suggestion is, if you have older kids, let them pack everything, and they don't, depend on you. But if you have a younger one, we try to, inshallah, put together, or if we find a suite, we can, inshallah, accommodate that. All of that is, we don't know, but inshallah. But most of the rooms are 2 people. What we do is, for the 2 people, first priority is for those who have a medical need or husband and wife, we place them. And then if we ran out of 2-bedroom, then, for example, those who are coming as independent people, we try to make it 2 people. We try all the places to have not more than 2 people for the, But sometimes some places you have to stay with 3 sisters or 3 brothers. We try. Why? Because we want to accommodate first those who are in need, medical or health need, or the families, like husband and wife, and then the rest, inshallah, to other people. So this is our strategy. We're going to, inshallah, take care of that. Once we go to, inshallah, Mashhad, Qom also is a good hotel. Mashhad also is a good hotel. And once we're there, maybe we go to dinner. After dinner, we go to Ziyarat, inshallah. We come back, and we're going to, inshallah, stay there 24th, 25th, and also 26th. 3 days we're going to, inshallah, stay there, mainly in Mashhad's Haram museum, some of the places, inshallah, we can explore there, and also some of the Imamzades like Yasir and Nasir, and also a few other places within the our scope where we can go, inshallah. And lots of people, they ask for Naishapur, and I'm receiving some messages or emails or text message from the sisters or brothers that, oh, Naishapur, my aunt, my uncle, or my grandfather, they went. I know, mashallah, when you go to from India or Pakistan, you have 3 weeks of Mashhad, 3 weeks of Qom, you have ample amount of time you can go. But we are going only for 3 days, right? All together is 15, 16. This is, by the way, this is the longest trip we are going. Most of our trips is only 13 days, 14 days, maximum. This is a 16 days trip, which is, alhamdulillah, good. We are spending more time different places. But still, we have to go all those places. That's why we may not go to Nishapur or some other places. So just heads up, and want to make sure that all of us were on the same page, right? Inshallah. Then after that, inshallah, we go to Baghdad. The reason we want to go to Baghdad, not Najaf, is we can spend in Kadhimiya. Brothers and sisters, last year, that was an amazing experience for all of us. Amazing. Why? Because we go to Kadhimiya, we spend one night in Kadhimiya. Most of the time what happens is, all the Ziyarat trip, we go to Karbala, we stay in Karbala 5 days, and one of the days, we go morning, 6 o'clock, to Kadhimiya, 2-3 hours, and then Samra, 2-3 hours. And we come back, exhausted, lots of problems, right? This time what we want is, want to go to Kadhimiya, inshallah, and we stay there. We take up the Ziyarat of Kadhimiya. We spend night time there. And next day morning, what we want to do is, want to go early morning from Kadhimiya, which is half the way, only 2 hours from Kadhimiya to Samara. We spend whole day in Samara. It's amazing. And we want to come back against Kadhimiya, because if you want to go Karbala, we say 4 hours, but in reality 5-6 hours, right? And all of that exhausted. We want to come back to Kadhimiya, and we want to sleep in Kadhimiya. Again, we go to the Ziyarat of our Imam Musa Kadhim and Imam Muhammad Taqi, right? And it's amazing. Then next day, we go to Karbala early morning. The reason we want to go to Karbala early morning is maybe around 7-8, all those 2 hours of journey. But what we want is, we want to take care of the other ziyarat around Karbala, like Tiflani Muslim. So we don't have to go, for example, again from Karbala, out of Karbala. So Tiflani Muslim and Hur. Once we take care of that, we go to noontime to hotel. Once we go to hotel, 4 complete days in Karbala, we don't have to go anywhere, because we have a ziyarat of Kadhimiya, Samara, Tiflani Muslim, Hur, everything, and only we dedicate in Karbala. So then we have a better connection to Karbala and Imam Hussein. And also it's not only about, for example, how many rakat of the prayers of prayer and all of that. It's better just go and sit there. Have the blessing of Imam al-Hussein, Abul Fadl Abbas, Mukhayyim. If you go to the tents of Imam Hussein, just sit there, enjoy that, and go to the history and take a journey, a spiritual journey of the night of Ashura. And also you go to, for example, the Tille Zainabiyya and different places. Amazing. So inshallah, we're going to spend 4 complete days in Karbala, and we take care of, inshallah, all of that. And from Karbala, you can see, inshallah, we can have more details next, inshallah. From Karbala, once we finish Karbala, what we want to do is, inshallah, we want to go from Karbala to Najaf on the 2nd day of the month of January. So the what we want to do is the Christmas we're going to spend in Mashhad, and New Year we're going to spend in Karbala. Allahu Akbar. It's good, alhamdulillah. And the 2nd day of the month of January, inshallah, we're going to go from Karbala to Najaf. What we want to do is, again, we want to go early morning, although it's only 1 hour drive. But what we want to do is, we want to go first Masjid al-Sahla. So take care of the Masjid al-Sahla. So therefore, we leave maybe around 7 o'clock and reach there 8 o'clock. From 8 or 9 till 12, we can take care of the Masjid al-Sahla. And then we go noontime to hotel, check in, and then have a lunch. After lunch, we go to group ziyarats of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Ya Allah. Just when you go to Karbala or Imam Ali ziyarats, it's amazing. Inshallah, we can talk and discuss a little bit more about that once we are there. SubhanAllah is a great privilege and blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once we take care of that, we come back and sleep. Then still we're going to be 3 days there, mashallah. Next day what we can do is, we can go to Masjid Kufa, the place Imam Ali al-Islam governed and run 4 years to the world. Kufa, city of Kufa. Masjid Kufa, the place where Imam Ali was, killed. And also the different places we spend there. And also Wadi Salam, take care of the Wadi Salam. Inshallah, we can talk and discuss about each and every places. And then the next day, we don't have any problem shopping, whatever, go ziyarah, spend your time, and take care of the different places, the scholars, the different, from Marhum Atullah Khuwi and other places, all of that, inshallah, you can take care of Sheikh al-Tusi, Babu al-Tusi, and different, inshallah, we go, I can explain one by one. And then we're going to spend 2, second day, third day, 4th day, 3 full days in MashaAllah, Kufa. And 5th day morning, after maybe we're going to inshallah leave around 6 o'clock to the airport. And inshallah from airport, we go to Istanbul. From Istanbul, come back same day, inshallah, because of the time changes to San Francisco, 4 p.m. We'll be here, inshallah. This is our general, inshallah, overview of the Ziyarat trip. So 15 minutes, I want to have open discussion. Any question, any comments, or anything which I miss, please make sure that you ask, and inshallah, we are at your service. So yes, please say the salawats. So Muhammad, you know that you have to carry hajjah. Yes. Alhamdulillah. Any questions? Yes. So as I said, Thursday, next Thursday, inshallah, not next, this coming Thursday, this coming Thursday, 4 more days. Today is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, inshallah, 4th day, we're going to be there in the airport. 6 o'clock flight. So I suggest that by 3 o'clock, be there, inshallah. So if someone wants to have a ride, they can ask each other, inshallah. And we want to make this as one family, inshallah. Have a good connection, inshallah. Yes. No. Each one they have to check in themselves, inshallah. So again, we tried our best to have a different, last time what happened is our seats was off. Like, for example, family were, for example, separated. This year we're trying to communicate with them to have family as together. But still, because as a group ticket, sometimes they miss. If that happens, what we can do is we can exchange the seats also. But make sure that you talk to them. And also one of the common concern is, what about food? Food is okay. They say that's halal food. I don't eat chicken, because chicken is the only gray area. Some of these people, they mess with machine slaughter, this slaughter. But the goat or beef or fish, also you can ask if there's a salmon fish, mostly they offer, or trout, this is not a problem. But catfish sometimes they offer, as you have to avoid. But inshallah, you can ask them, and inshallah, you can communicate with them. That's not a problem. So it's not a group check-in, individual check-in. Yes. Thank you, Jazakallah. While we are there, can you go to Jamaat prayer? Absolutely. What we want to do is one group ziyarah together. Everywhere we go, for example, Kazamiya we go, we go. First time, one group ziyarahs. And then you have ample amount of time. My suggestion is, you go with your family, or you have friends. You want to go, for example, with your friends, yourself is not a problem. You go, come back, but don't go by yourself. All the time when you go, take this with you, right? And also, come with your friends. Sometimes even I know that Muhammad Ashfaq, they go themselves, and although I stop, but sometimes they don't listen to me. But I suggest that don't do you, right? Don't do that. So go with the family, and that's up to you. Is not a problem. We don't want to, for example, have a schedule for each and every second. what we want to do is we want to have free time for you guys. You can take care of it. Any place we go, first time, group ziyarats. But beside that, you have ample amount of time to have a Jamaat prayer each time there, inshallah. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. So what we can do is we can give you, okay, we have two types of itinerary. One is a general itinerary, which you get it. But what we want to do is we want to have a daily schedule. For the daily schedule, we have two, please, brothers and sisters, we have two ways of communication. One is WhatsApp. Second one is announcement during the lunchtime, dinner time, or breakfast time. And also, Sister Fatima Hadi, if you can give a favor, because Sister Fatima Hadi, she's a great help, mashallah. And she's the one who helped with Sister Sabika and other sisters. They make all this, mashallah, arrangement. And may Allah bless her. Please recite a salawat for her. Sister Fatima Hadi, if you can bring some, for example, sticky, big boards, something. Yeah, so what we can do is every day we can write it down and we can post it in breakfast, lunch area, that area, so people, they can have that also. So yeah, WhatsApp, please, if you're not part of WhatsApp, ask Brother Hassan Mirza or Sister Fatima. Fatima, she's an admin, and Hassan Mirza. So ask her that please add my name. So if you're not part of WhatsApp. If you're part of WhatsApp, it's good. So WhatsApp, and also want to announce verbally, and also we can post it that. That's also good. Yes. Yeah, inshallah, that's true. And also, as I mentioned, want to, inshallah, going to assign the group leaders. From the sisters, 2 sisters I need, 2 brothers I need. See, inshallah, 2 brothers and 2 sisters. For each bus, 1 sister, 1 brother. 1 sister, 1 brother, each bus. So 4 people, they can be a lead. And we will rely upon them that, for example, how many people, for example, your bus should be 30 people. 30 people will go, right? If anyone missing, you'll take care of that. So then the group leader will going to have a list of, for example, people and also room numbers. So with that, you can have, inshallah, good track. And if you want to tackle that, that's good, inshallah. So any other question? So yes, room allocation again, as I mentioned, we have 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, more or less. Yes. We tried, like for example, even right now, Sayyid Hadi Yasin is there, and he said that he can go and he can talk to the hotel and he can get the keys ahead of the time. They're not letting us, because most of the time what happens is, especially we're coming from outside and all of that, it's okay, we will take care of that. Each person comes and give the passport and we give the key. They have to keep your passport in hotel, and we're trying to avoid that. But at least what we can do is some places like Karbala, they will give us a map and we can ahead of the time arrange that. But it's very difficult all the places to do that. That's why one of the challenges we're going to face all the time is once you have a group of 60 people, once all of us, we go there, and then they have to check in one by one because they have to take the passport, and that requires a little bit more patience, inshallah. It's not going to be the problem. Once you get that, you can, inshallah, go to your room. Some of the hotels have a big lobby. Some of the hotels, they have a small lobby. Like, for example, Karbala, a small lobby. Najaf is not a problem. Kadhimiya is okay. Mashhad has a big lobby, but Qom also small lobby. Some places a small lobby. So then you have, for example, 100 plus bags and 60 plus people standing. It's kind of altogether half an hour, 1 hour delay, but that's too much. But we try to, inshallah, commit that. Please be prepared, inshallah. Yes. That's true. So the reason is thank you, brother. The key there is like expensive for them because of their embargo and all of that. It's not easy for them to get. So one key they give you. If you're lucky enough, they give you 2 keys. But most of the places they give 1 key. So that's kind of, you have to arrange that. Especially if you have a children, you lost a key, then you have to pay a little penalty and those types of things. But inshallah, as Brother Abbas mentioned, these are the challenges commonly we face all the time. Yes. So this is, they say that they have, most of the places they have safe box, but some places, just Kazimiya, I haven't seen that. I don't know. That's what my memory tells me that last year, some people they want to put, we find no safe box. But no passport, you don't have passport. They will take your passport. They will take your passport. Everybody's passport. Only the time you get a passport is you're going to have a passport in between. But once you go to hotel, they will take your passport in hotel. Without passport, they don't check in. All 3 passports. They don't let your passport to carry with you. Unless he has a connections in Iran, he was the president of Iran, then you can change the laws. Yeah, so there is no way that you can avoid that. They will take your passport, which is good, alhamdulillah. So instead of putting safe box, they will carry that. That's by law. Yes. Inshallah. Any other question? Yes. Thank you, Jazakallah. For the prayer, right? All the Turkish airline, they're okay. But once we have 60, 70 people, sometimes it's inconvenience. And also the time for the prayer is, very short. So I personally go and stand, if not American Airlines because it's difficult, but Turkish airline, if you have an Emirates airline, I personally go with the food serving area. We stand there, we pray. Yes, a fiqhi point of view, if you can pray while you're standing is wajib. But if it's difficult, you're creating hassle for other people or traffic jam, then you can do your prayer while you're sitting in whatever the situation is. Yes, I mean, this fiqhi point of view, yes, you need to. And also, Turkish Airlines, they allow that. Yeah, we are talking about the flight. The flight, yeah. Okay. From Tehran to Mashhad and Mashhad to Najaf, Baghdad. One luggage per person. But then from Najaf coming back to Istanbul? 2, yes. Yes. And also, I don't want to be bitter, but please make sure that we're trying everything. We got the tickets, we deposited the hotel, everything. But if things got changed, we may stay in Iran for whole trip. But that's not the case, inshallah, because we want to make sure that the safety also is important. Every day we're checking is not, inshallah, any problem. And we are expecting that, inshallah, we can take care of all these ziyarat, inshallah. Yes. So if anyone has, for example, extra space, please ask Sister Sabika. Please, if Sister Fatima, Sister Sabika, inshallah, go there and get 1 bag is good. So we have 6 bags, and also all the bags are only clothes. Some of the clothes we want to distribute there. Or we have the books, of the, or because one of the thing is lots of harams, they are asking for these books, and we have to give them, for example, 10, 20, or 5, 6, what are each haram. We can place that, so then inshallah they can get that. And also our, some of the Kisa publications, we want to give them so they can inshallah have that. So this mainly books, and some of the extra clothes we want to give away. Some people, they donated, and those are things. Yes. MashaAllah, please say salawats. Okay, thank you, Jazakallah. This, Hajara, this group is independent group, and we are not linked to any groups there or anywhere. Therefore, we are not expecting to see any officials or politicians to come and receive us, right? And yes, all of us, mashallah, we are president, and they are higher than the president and the prime ministers, but unfortunately, no one will going to greet us. Yes, no. I mean, we are going by ourselves. Yes, and we have to go through the same channel of immigrations and checkup, everything, same thing like any other people. We don't have extra, kind of diplomatic services. This is not a diplomatic, caravan. This is a Ziyarat caravan. Yes. Mashhad's for 3:45, 4 o'clock, then 5 p.m. will be in airport, 1 hour. If there is no delay, sometimes you know that, sometimes 5 hours of delay, we have no control. Last year happens 3 hours or 4 hours of delay. But if everything goes, based on our schedule, we're going to be there around 5:30. So by the time we go to hotel, it's going to be 6:30 and check in. Then that's time. We go to Ziyarat and come back and have lunch, dinner, and inshallah we can have deep sleep, inshallah. Yes. Yes, breakfast, Brother Khurshid Mirza will serve every day breakfast. And dinner, Bhabi will serve, inshallah. I'm sorry. Yes, we have a breakfast, which is a buffet. And mostly like in all the places, whether in Qum or Mashhad or Kazimiya or Baghdad or in Karbala or Najaf, is a good breakfast. And also we have a good lunch. Again, I said, it's not going to be your standard nahari, but it's okay, inshallah. It's a good kebab here, there. And also dinner. We have 3 meals, inshallah. Most of the days, like sometimes maybe when we are traveling here, there, we have to compromise. But majority of the days, our contract is 3 meals, yes. Yes, ma'am. Mashhad day-wise. The first day when we arrive in Mashhad, we're going to, inshallah, just check in, and also we can take care of the group ziyarats, because check-in and group ziyarat itself is going to take a couple of hours. And then the next day, what we want to do is we want to go to Yasir and Nasir the next day, and also most of the day we're going to be free. The third day, we want to go inside of the haram of Imam Rida alayhi salam, some of the ziyarat. right? For example, inside of the haram of Imam, the museum and other places want to do that. And also we try to have one meal in each places, the meal of haram. The tabarruk of haram is very good. Although we have food in a hotel, but what we do is most of the places, we get that and we distribute among ourselves, and we give it to the other people, because lots of people, they are looking for tabarruk from haram, they don't get that. So all of that we'll try. So the first day, just ziyarat. Second day, Yasir Nasir. Third day, we're going to, inshallah, go to the museum and inside of the haram. And the fourth day, we are leaving from Mashhad to Qadimiyya or Baghdad. Yes, sister. No. In Karbala, like in most, not most, we are not talking about Mashhad, Qadimiyya, Karbala, Najaf is not a problem. The chicken and some of the meats is in a Hajj trip, we have some problem because they don't follow some of the places. But in Iraq is not a problem. In Iran is not a problem. Yes. I know that problem. That's why what we do is we talk to the, this is a good point. That even in Iraq also, when they have that one, so lots of Iraqis also, they don't buy from market because of the same thing. But what we put the condition to the hotels is that mahalli. There is two types of meat, mahalli and import. Mahalli is local. Local is halal because all of them Muslims. When they have import meat, that's the problem. So we try that, inshallah. That's not a problem. Yes. 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 Inshallah. Yes. Okay. Any sisters? I'm not saying that doesn't serve halal chicken. Please, I don't want to, make as a fact. What I said is I personally, based on lots of, when I talk to people here and there, they also do ihtiyats, right? Maybe completely halal is not a problem. You can eat it because they serve halal, quote unquote, and they promote halal, quote unquote, and they take responsibility, quote unquote. But I personally have some, so that's why the meat is not a problem, because goat or the beef is not a problem. Yes. Any other questions, sisters, brothers? So alhamdulillah, yes, Sajah. For any reason we cannot make it to Iraq, we try to accommodate some good, inshallah, ziyarat trip in Iran. Or see, maybe for example, if we have only chance to, if we get the message that only we can go to, for example, Najaf, so we're going to stay in Najaf. Say only Karbala, we can stay in Karbala. Only Qadimiyya, we can stay in Qadimiyya. Or for example, we cannot go to Iraq, then we can accommodate something in Iran. So those are the things we are trying, inshallah, our best. But we're not expecting at this time, but I want to make sure that all of us, we have to be prepared, because things are not in our control. It's the agent also clearly told me that I will do my best. But for example, let's say if the parliament happens something in Iraq, or government has chaos something, then no one has any control, right? So we are not expecting that, inshallah, but meanwhile, want to make sure that we are in the same page. Any question from sisters, brothers? Okay, alhamdulillah. I think quite lots of people that are not here, they are watching a live streaming, inshallah, watching, and also we're going to be together there, inshallah. So if you have no question, I would like to end here. I would like to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us and our families, all the bounties and blessings. And again, I would like to thank the Brother Hassan Mirza and the team, those who work behind the scene day and night. And also please pray for them and pray for us, inshallah. As I mentioned, please, brothers and sisters, it's very important that Sabah is not responsible for all of this, but we are facilitating that, and we try to accommodate the best, and we are dealing with the agent, we're dealing with the travel agent, and also the agent who will be with us on ground, inshallah. And we are hoping that the agent or agent people will be there to accommodate all our needs, inshallah. Yes. I think, sister, please give me that. We have assignment of these 2 buses. If you have any problem, let us know. Inshallah, we can fix this now. But again, we don't have any leader yet, but inshallah. So, sister, what is 20? What is 10? What is 5? Okay, the 2010 is. I thought that 20 million you're giving us. Oh, okay. So this one, so 29, right? Okay. So the bus number 1, which will be, I'm going to be there, Brother Abbas Rangwala and his family. Bus number 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Brother Abbas Rangwala and his family. And then Sister Mariam Sharifi and Sister Mahwash, Brother Hassan, Sister Samina Ali, Sister Sayyid Raza Ali, Sister Nuria Zahra Ali, Sister Fatima Masuma Ali, Sister Sadia Ali, Sister Fatima Hadi, Zain Qasim Ali, Agha Ismail Ahsan, Sara Agha Ahsan, Zain Agha Ahsan, Sabine Agha Ahsan, Mima family, Mir Muhammad Amir, Zohreen Amir, Ayan Amir, Aliyan Amir, Azime Amir, and also Sister Sabika. That's the bus number 1. Bus number 2 is Sayyid Naqavi, Tabassum Naqavi, Sakina Naqavi, Zahra Naqavi, Zaidam Naqavi, Fatima Salman, Layla Al-Asadi, Dahiya Al-Asadi, Sister Dahiya Al-Asadi, Brother Hussain Farpur, Brother Hassan Lutfizadeh, Hassan Mirza, Sughra Mirza. Hassan Mirza is not that Hassan Mirza. When I got this Hassan Mirza, so Hassan Mirza is Khurshid Mirza, right? So Hassan Khurshid Mirza, right? And so his beloved wife, mashallah. And then Brother Ghulam Muhammad, Sisters Samana Qasim Ali, Sister Uzma, Sister Aliba, Sister Aliza, Sayyid Ali Ash'ar Naqavi, Nazia Fatima, Ishal Fatima, Zain Naqavi, Sayyid Shamin Hassan, right? Sister Sukaina, Fatima Jafari, Sayyid Abbas Mahdi, Mahdi Hassan, and Fatima Kazim, Adil Shabbir, Muhammad Shahrbanu, Mohsin Shahnarat, they are going to join us there. And also Sister Shahnarat and Sayyid Sakina Banu with Sayyid Hadi Yasin. So these 29 people will be with Maulana Wahidi. So it's clear? So you'll get it now. Make sure that you'll get it now. So it's clear, the bus number 1 and bus number 2. If you have any question or you want to change it, please let us know now. Yeah. Group 2 to Group 1. So the only thing is, if you want to change from Group 2 to Group 1, the Group 2, I think your children will be, you're in Group 1 or Group 2? Oh, they're in Group 1. So in Group 1, who wants to change to Group 2? Can you change Group 2? Is not a problem, Hajara? Yes. I'm in Group 1. No, Hajashi, okay, you're not a problem. Let's take care of the families, mashallah. So basically we have to reschedule some of the, so you're okay with Group 1, Group 2? Yeah, Group 1 and Group 2 with Said Hadiyas. Yes. Yeah, only for bus, nothing else. Nothing else. So only, for example, once all the places will go together. Only once we sit in the bus, it's a Group 1 and Group 2. Only in bus. Yeah. Yes. I absolutely agree with her, because if sometimes happening even the 2 hours, if the children they want to sit here, there, or they're, then the changing last minute is not good. Yes. So you're okay, sister? Okay, inshallah, for only a couple of hours, right? So altogether, the bus is maybe 10 hours or 12 hours, but most of the time, we're going to be together, inshallah, right? Okay, so anything else? So make sure that, please take your passport, take your pouch, and also your, the Ziyarat book, and also this luggage tag, Ziyarat book, pouch, everything, please take with you. I don't know, I think sister. Mashhad is around 5 o'clock, if there is no delay in the flight. So you're from Mashhad, sister? You have someone in Mashhad? Oh, mashallah. So, inshallah, so, yeah, you can, inshallah, what you can do is, next day, we're going to be there, inshallah, 3 days, not a problem, inshallah. Inshallah. So, okay, Bar Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawats.